I moved, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Honestly, I'm not really going to talk about much. I just wanted to share the fucking energy that I have. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at. My mom, yo, like, my dude, I'm next. Let's go. That's what I like to fucking hear. Yeah, I'm like at a loss for words, honestly. I like just got settled, honestly. Um, so do I do a podcast? What do you think? 'Cause normally when I go live, I record my podcast, but like I kind of just want to like hang out with you guys for a second, just kind of like share where I'm at. So I mean, whatever. I mean, I yeah. For those who don't know, I just moved to Florida. So it's just been a crazy amount of things like the last week. I mean, so I packed up my entire existence on Thursday of last week. Drove like almost 20 hours straight with my dad. It was fucking brutal, but I mean, at the same time, we got to spend a lot of time together, which was amazing. So that was super cool. Then Saturday, I spent some time with family in Port Orange that I haven't seen in a long time. So that was incredible. And then Sunday, I had another 4 hours from Port Orange to Fort Lauderdale. Had to finish that off myself. My family stayed behind because, they obviously had some things to do and work on Monday. So then Sunday, I drove and I moved the majority of my stuff in on Sunday with a couple of my friends. They helped me out. Shout out to my guys, Jordan and Justin. Appreciate you guys. They held me the fuck down with helping me move all my stuff. And really helping me put together a lot of my furniture. Would have taken me probably another like fucking 3-4 days to do that if it wasn't for them. So that was super cool. But it's just been like a lot to really get situated the last few days, and I'm still working on it. It's I literally packed up everything that I had, and drove my truck down here and just said, fucking, I'm starting over. And that's what I did. And I'm looking out my window right now and I have a pool and palm trees and it's pretty fucking cool. I can't really lie. And I just wanted to come on here quick and update you guys with where I'm at and kind of share the energy a little bit. And I was debating whether or not I was going to record a podcast tonight. I think we're going to maybe just share the energy and kind of my thoughts and maybe clarify as to why I made the decision to do it. So maybe we can get into that. And this is my little stress ball that I have because it makes me feel better because I'm dealing with so much shit. I'm also prepping for a fitness competition and a bodybuilding show that I decided to sign up for towards the end of June in Houston, Texas at Alpha Land for those who are aware and kind of maybe interested in the fitness space. So that's a whole nother thing too. And then with the move and the prep and then running my business full-fledged, I mean, it's definitely a lot, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't overwhelmed as fuck, but whatever is what we signed up for. You could literally do anything you want. So you know what? Let's get into it. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I'm going to record a podcast episode. So let's do it right now. So as you guys are tuning in, let me know what's popping in the comments. IG, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire lives. Let's get it in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, going to be talking about my move to Florida and clarifying a couple different things as to why I made this decision and what kind of led me to this point and where I'm at. So I didn't really prepare much for tonight's podcast, but just going to share some energy with you guys and just really dive deep on where I'm at mentally. So I grew up in New York, Long Island to be specific, for majority of my life. I spent 25 years there. I'm 25 years old. So I grew up there. I played football, baseball. I was a collegiate athlete. I got my bachelor's degree, graduated from the University of Albany in 2019. I wanted to be like a sport reporter or police officer, and neither of those really worked out. So I don't know, over time, I created a lot of bad habits with fitness, nutrition, and mindset. And over the last, 5-6 years, I've really, how am I going to say this? Like just created such a passion for it. I've developed a passion for it, I should say. Now, that kind of created a sense of belief in myself that I didn't really have. And long story short, over time of seeking guidance and asking questions from a lot of different people, I was just really interested in immersing myself in the fitness space and helping people. And it's funny because when I was growing up, I always said to my family that I wanted to help people. I didn't really have much of a clear-cut direction as to where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do with my life and career path. And it was kind of a difficult thing to really deal with, because a lot of my cousins, family, and friends were like, oh, well, what do you want to do? And where are you going to school? What are you studying? And there's a lot of pressure on you at 17, 18 years old to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. And I didn't have the fucking answer. I didn't really know. And it's okay not to know. But like as a society, we're like so determined to figure out what that is at such an early age. And like, I just don't feel like that's like the right thing to do, essentially. I feel like you should kind of take the time to figure out who you are as a person and try different things. And just because you don't know what that is at 18 doesn't mean that you're a failure. But at the same time, I almost felt like I was. Coming out of high school, I didn't have great grades, and I went to community college and I played JUCO baseball for a little bit. And at that time, like 19, 20 years old, I remember just feeling like so lost. Felt really lost at that time of my life because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm kind of rambling a bit, where am I going with this? I'm talking about me moving to Florida and a little backstory leading up to this so you guys can get some clarification on, where I've been and where I'm trying to go, with my fitness business and just really my life in general as a lifestyle transformation coach, as a personal trainer, online fitness coach, whatever you guys want to call me. I think it's just important to really understand who I am and, what I got going on here. So there's been a lot of things that have led me to this point, as far as moving to Fort Lauderdale and, leaving behind my entire existence and family and friends and all those things, which could be, a pretty scary thing for most people, but it's weird. I feel like this sense of peace and this sense of fulfillment that I've never really gotten before. I almost feel like at home in a sense where I know who I am now and I know where I'm trying to go. Do I have everything figured out? No, but at the same time, I have a much better understanding of that. So where am I going with this? Because yes, I'm kind of rambling a bit and you're like, yo, Sal, what are you talking about? But I think that, in general, it's very easy to get caught up in comparing yourself or thinking that you need to do things a certain way because maybe your family or friends has pushed that on you. And then it could kind of lead you to maybe doing things that you don't want, working a job that you don't necessarily care about or want to do, and I want my life and what I'm doing here to be an example of that our time here is extremely limited. And if you don't want to do something, then you shouldn't have to do it. Now, that may be easier said than done for some of you who are listening or watching to this, listening or watching this. But at the same time, like I want to really set some standards here for what's possible. Like I think the question to ask here is why can't you accomplish your goals? Why can't you achieve your desires or accomplish your dreams? There's really nothing stopping you other than yourself and the things that you tell yourself. Can you guys agree with me on that? If you guys are resonating with that at all, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, drop some fire in the comments. I want to make sure that you guys come here and you get some value from my page because it serves me no purpose to sit here and try to talk about things if it's not bringing value to your life, because then why else would you spend the time here to listen to me? Because yes, money is crucial, but at the same time, I believe that our time is our most valuable asset. If you're willing to give someone your time, I believe, in my personal opinion, that is the most valuable sense of currency that you could possibly give to somebody, because you could always find a job and make money. But what about your time? The time you can't get back. And I know it's scary and it might be dark to think about, but nothing's promised. Like you can't change the past. You can only live for today, and tomorrow's never promised. So that's really the mindset that I've adopted the last couple of years, is just leaving it all on the table. Just leaving it on the table. Like, what do I have to fucking lose? People are going to say shit and talk shit. Well, they're probably going to do that anyway. So I might as well do what I want. You know what I mean? I might as well chase the things that I desire, because who's to tell me that I can't do that? And the thing that I think a lot of people struggle with, hear me out, is that they listen to other people and their opinions, and they allow that to actually cripple them from doing the things that they want. Does that make sense? Are you resonating? If so, if you're watching this on one of these platforms, drop some fucking fire in the chat. I love engaging with you guys, and I like knowing that you guys are getting value, because it makes me full of gratitude, because I truly enjoy helping other people. So if you're getting value from this, if you're listening to this on the audio only replay, shoot me a message. Let me know, because I would love to make sure that you guys are getting value from that. So with that being said, let's keep it rolling. So yeah, I mean, to stay on track a little bit, I moved to Florida. I got an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and I felt like with where I'm at in my life, it just made total sense. I wasn't truly happy in New York. I felt like I was outgrowing my situation with kind of just where I was at. I mean, I'm not going to get too into it, but at the same time, the environment that I was in just wasn't serving me. And I have a certain vision in my mind of, who I really want to be and where I'm trying to go. And I felt it was just crucial to my future success in order to make a decision like that. I felt like if I was to stay complacent where I was at, it would just really hold me back from achieving the things that I wanted. Like there's a lot of goals in my mind that I want to achieve. And it's just amazing, because a couple of years ago, I felt so fucking lost. I felt like, if we're going to rewind like a couple of years, like 2019, coming out of college, like I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do with myself. I had a bachelor's degree, but I was going on all these interviews for these jobs that I had no desire in working. And then a couple of years after that, I worked a ton of jobs that I wasn't necessarily super thrilled about doing either, but over time I was just like, fuck it. Like I really just want to do what I want to do with my life. Like so many of us live for others, and we live to appease other people. And I just don't feel like that is the place to be. Like, it's your life. Why would you not want to live on your terms? And I'm here to tell you that you can. And I'm not trying to paint the sky blue and tell you that everything's going to be all right, because it's not. Life is fucking hard, and it's going to throw a lot of things at you. And there's always going to be roadblocks. There's always going to be adversity. Like it's just what it is. But at the same time, how you navigate through that is a choice that's in your control, whether you want to believe it or not. There's plenty of times where I don't feel like doing the things I have to do. Like right now, I'm fucking exhausted. I haven't slept great in a week. I just moved. I mean, could you argue that's across the country from New York to Florida? I don't know. I'm geographically challenged, but yeah, I drove a long time and I moved a lot of shit the last few days. I'm shot, and I'm prepping for a bodybuilding competition. I'm low on calories. I'm doing a ton of cardio. I'm lifting as heavy as I possibly can. I'm running my business full throttle. I'm serving 30 clients on a deep level on a daily basis. I'm zapped, but am I going to sit here and make excuses? No. What I'm going to do is continue to push forward and try to be the best version of myself. Why? Because I know in doing so, as a result, then I will be able to accomplish the things that I want over time. That's all it is. I met some really high-level people over the last few months, and they're just regular human beings like all of us. So I think that's the thing, is that, we go on Instagram, we compare ourselves to other people, and we look at all these, models and people, famous people and rappers and athletes and blue checks. And we're like, well, why aren't we those people? You're you. You are you, and you were born with your own unique gifts and abilities. And we need to do a better job of accepting that. We need to do a better job of being proud of who we are. And I myself didn't really understand that, or didn't grasp that until recently. Even there's certain days I don't feel like that. I'm in a very high level coaching program, a business mentorship, and there's some really high level individuals in there. And yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't compare myself to them from time to time. But at the same token, it doesn't serve you in any manner. It doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. It just doesn't. So that's the thing, is like, I think in order to be successful in anything that it is you do, you have to zoom out from that. You have to detach from the reality of that happening, or I should say the reality of thinking that way. And yeah, it's challenging. It's hard, but life is fucking hard. Life is hard. But the thing that I really want to leave you guys with is that the time's going to pass regardless of what you do. And I've said this time and time again, but I can't stress enough, like, no matter who you are or what you do, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. The rest of the world is going to show up and go to work. So like, Sitting there and complaining and making excuses and feeling sorry for yourself is going to literally get you nowhere. And if you want something, you can make it happen if you're willing to put the time and effort into doing that. If you're willing to do whatever the fuck it takes, why can't you succeed? If you're willing to sacrifice and put the time in and do whatever it takes, why can't you accomplish your results? Why can't you accomplish your desires? Who's to tell you that you can't do it? Please drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. Let me know. Does that make sense? I'm rolling with this right now. I know Facebook, we're at like 15 and a half minutes. I made a couple pauses to the podcast. TikTok, what's popping? Do you guys resonate with that? What do we got? Instagram, who's in here? Mariah, Danielle, how are you guys doing? Amanda, thank you for tuning in. Sophia, what's your biggest goal in your business down in Florida? Well, my business is fully online. So the goals remain the same. I'm just in a different environment, and I'm looking to really network and grow in the fitness space. I really want to be a household name in the space over the next few years. So that's kind of, there's a lot of deep-rooted goals. I got an invite to go live on TikTok over here. Are you going to the party? No. What party are you talking about? That's amazing. No, but to keep it rolling though, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Fuck, what was I just talking about? Completely lost it. See, I'm a human being. It's funny because public speaking used to be my biggest fear. And right now I'm streaming live on 5 different platforms and I'm not flinching. That was created. And like I said before, I really want what I'm doing to be a testament to what's possible. Like, you may come to my page and look at what I'm doing. It's like, cool. I don't do things for anybody else. I'm doing this for myself, my family, my future kids, and what I'm really trying to cultivate for my life. Like, I genuinely want to leave some form of a legacy behind, and I really don't believe there's anything stopping me other than myself. And I think that's really the point that I want to get across here tonight with this live stream, with this podcast, is that there's really nothing in your way other than your own limiting beliefs in which you bestow upon yourself. And that was something that really held me back for a majority of my younger years. And that's kind of the message as a coach that I want to get across to every person that I work with, is that you are more capable than you believe that you are. You just don't feel that way yet. And it's difficult to see that, from afar, because you're not there yet, right? Like, you're not there yet. You may be in a position that you're not thrilled with right now, but the separation is believing that you are already there. I had a conversation with a client today, and she was feeling a little down. I'm not going to name names. And I said that your success has already happened. Your results are already there because the blueprint is there. All you have to do is execute. The time just hasn't passed yet. You need to have that level of belief if you want to accomplish your goals. That principle can apply to anything. Like, I'm not just talking about fitness here, because I'm not. And that's another reason why I love fitness so much, is because it's not so much about looking a certain way. Obviously, that's part of it, but it's more so the belief that you create in the person that you become as a result of those challenges day in and day out. That's what it is. That's why I believe in it. Because again, a few years ago, I had no fucking belief in myself whatsoever. I was overweight. I was depressed. I had severe anxiety coming out of college because I didn't know what to do with my fucking life. My whole life, I was in a classroom, on the field, and here I am trying to get a job, like trying to pay my bills, still living at my parents' house. It was tough, and then like the friends that I grew up with were all going their own separate ways. So it was just difficult to, really resonate with certain things, or I should say, just try to do what I wanted. I just felt really lost. And again, I just really want to hammer that home, is that we truly are capable of whatever we put our minds to, and I really just want to be a testament to that. So the whole like move to Florida and the point that I was trying to get across was that, whatever you want, it's already done. But you have to believe that shit before you see it. If you believe it before you see it, you can achieve it. Sounds corny, say whatever you want about me, but like, I genuinely believe like that's what it is. Because every single time that I have set a goal for myself over the last few years, I've done it. And it's just like, yeah, it's scary, it's challenging, But at the same time, tell me why you can't accomplish it. Tell me what's holding you back. More often than not, like, you know that realistically that is probably not a valid excuse. It's probably not. So then why are we continuing to feed that? Because I forgot where I got this from, but it might have been one of my old coaches, but he told me that whatever you feed grows, whatever you starve dies. I think it was something along those lines. Basically, wherever you water the grass is where it's going to grow. So the point being is that you're constantly telling yourself these things. Well, I can't do this, I can't do that. Then that's exactly what you're going to fucking get. And that's why I have this book here, and this is my journal. Every day, I journal my thoughts, affirmations, gratitudes, all things that I write down to help cement these beliefs in my mind. And I'm not saying like, oh, this is the secret to success and you're going to be a millionaire if you do these things, but like just little things like that are executed on a daily basis can give you that shift mentally that you need in order to maybe create that momentum that you really desire in order to get the results that you want. And it's anything in life, guys. I'm not just talking about dropping 20 pounds. I'm not just talking about getting in shape for the summer, because it's so much more than that. It can't just be surface level, because motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. You have to have a deep why. And I've shared this before, but I'll share it again. My why for who I am and where I'm trying to go is to retire my parents. My goal is to retire my parents, become financially free, and impact thousands of lives on a deep level. And ultimately, as a result of doing so, leave a lasting impact on this planet. Like, I want to make the world a better place. And I believe that I could do that every single time, each person at a time, every client at a time, one life at a time. I believe that. I genuinely believe to my soul that I could help other people create a better life for themselves. I'm not even trying to like toot my own horn, whatever you want to say. I really believe that God granted me some talents and some abilities to communicate effectively and help other people. I really do believe that is my purpose here on the planet Earth. And it's deep. It's I could get emotional thinking about it, but I feel like that is why I'm here. And that's kind of my goal as a coach, is to change someone's life for the better forever and show them their true capabilities and how to eat properly and how to train properly and step into their true power and work on their mindset and their perspective and how to enjoy their life to the best of their ability and just really thrive. Like, that's what I want to do as a coach with every single client that I work with. It has to be more than physical, because that's what's going to carry you. That's how you create those sustainable habits. That's what it is. That's success, in my opinion. I had another client reach out to me this morning, and she was just like, hey, Sal, I just want to say fucking thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, my mindset has come such a long way. I'm so thankful for you and to be a part of this community. And I could show you the text. I mean, I post it on my stories all the time, screenshots from my clients. And it's just, it's remarkable. I mean, like, my company right now is helping 30 people drastically change their life forever, and how they eat, how they train, how they operate, how they think, the type of person that they are. I mean, like, it's fucking incredible. And I know I'm ranting a little bit, but at the same time, I truly feel like it feels good to me to share this energy with you guys, especially, my followers and my community on all these platforms. I really am just super thankful and blessed to be in the position that I am. Like, I'm sitting at this desk right now in Florida, and just like a year ago, my life was completely different. And it's just surreal, honestly. And I just want to continue to inspire other people to get outside your comfort zone and chase the things that you want, because the sad reality is that nobody could do that for you. Nobody could do that for you. No one's coming to save you. No one's knocking on your door and saying, hey, Lauren, it's time for you to do this. It's probably not going to happen. And if you're waiting for someone to sit there and do that for you, the reality is that it's probably not going to happen. You need to accept the sole responsibility that your life is your responsibility, but you have the power and the capability to change that if you believe that you can and you take action on that consistently. That's what I believe in. That's what I've done for myself, and that's what I've done for every single client that I've worked with. That's the name of the game. So that's it. That's all. I mean, I even stopped the podcast, so I might not even post that one. But listen, I just really do like connecting with you guys. And if whoever's listening, watching to this, I always do that. Watching, it's not even a word. Whoever's watching this, listening to this, if you guys have certain topics that you'd like me to cover in detail, just shoot me a message on whatever platform it is that you're watching this, and I will gladly do that for you. My goal as a coach is to provide the most amount of value that I possibly can to my audience, to my community, supporters, clients, whoever is here. So if you guys have things you'd like me to cover, let me know and we'll make that happen. But that is it. That is all. Hope you guys have the best night of your entire lives. Let's keep it rolling. What's the name of your podcast? It's called the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. The link is inside of my bio on Instagram. I haven't really promoted it much because I'm working on hiring an editor to help me edit a little more, because I do record the audio simultaneously as I do these streams. So there's a lot of this, and that I wanted to outsource. I tried doing it on my own, and it took me like 2 hours to edit one episode. So I'm in the process of getting an editor on my team and also a videographer as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, the next year is going to be truly remarkable as far as like the level of growth and whatnot. I mean, I'm doing so many things on the back end. I'm just really excited to continue bringing you guys an insane amount of value to the marketplace. I want to be one of the best coaches in the fucking space, and that's the goal, and I'm going to make it happen, because why not? Why the fuck not? I say that to my clients all the time. Like, why can't you achieve X, Y, Z? Why can't you be that person? Why can't you? It's already done if you believe it is. It's already fucking done. Stop telling me you can't do something. Stop putting those limitations on yourself. It doesn't serve you. Doesn't make any sense. You can and will accomplish whatever it is that you desire if you believe that you can. Okay, that is it. That is all. I do have to bounce because I got to go to bed soon. So fucking shot. I'm getting up mad early. So that's it. Peace out. See you later. Hope you guys have the best night ever. Thanks. Super cool. Keep it up. Love it from LA. Got you. All right, guys. I'm heading out. Hope you guys